The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a tapestry woven with threads of pain, suffering and mistrust. Yet amidst this intricate conflict, one group stands out for its blatant hypocrisy: Hamas. This terrorist organization, claiming to champion the Palestinian cause, has consistently prioritized its own power and survival over the well-being of the people it claims to represent. Hamas's actions are a masterclass in manipulation, using the suffering of Palestinians as a tool to advance their own self-serving agenda. Hamas's rhetoric is potent, filled with calls for resistance and liberation. However, behind this facade of righteous struggle lies a cynical reality. The organization has consistently shown a disregard for human life, both Israeli and Palestinian. This disregard is evident in their use of human shields, placing their own people in harm's way to protect their weapons and infrastructure. It is a cowardly tactic, sacrificing the innocent to shield themselves from the consequences of their aggression. Hamas's hypocrisy is further exposed in their indiscriminate rocket attacks against Israeli civilians. These attacks, launched from densely populated Palestinian areas, serve no strategic military purpose. They are acts of terror, intended to inflict pain and fear. Each rocket launched from Gaza carries with it a chilling message. Hamas is willing to sacrifice the lives of its own people to maintain the illusion of resistance. The blood of innocent Palestinians stains their hands, a grim testament to their hypocrisy. The people of Gaza, trapped in this cycle of violence, deserve our compassion and understanding. They are victims, not only of Israeli actions but also of Hamas's cynical exploitation. Hamas claims to be their protector, their shield against Israeli aggression. Instead, they have become their jailers, holding them hostage in a twisted game of political chess. The humanitarian situation in Gaza is dire, a testament to Hamas's failed leadership. Poverty is rampant, infrastructure is crumbling, and opportunities for a better future are scarce. Yet Hamas clings to power, diverting resources away from the needs of the people and into their military infrastructure. Their priorities are clear power and control before the well-being of their own people. The international community has a responsibility to help alleviate the suffering of the Palestinian people. However, this aid must be delivered in a way that empowers the people, not their oppressors. We must demand transparency and accountability from Hamas, ensuring that aid reaches those who need it most, the innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. The recent death of Ismail Haniyeh, a senior Hamas leader, under mysterious circumstances in Iran, lays bare the depths of hypocrisy at the heart of this conflict. Haniyeh, who spent years evading Israeli strikes, met his end not in the streets of Gaza, but in the arms of Hamas's patron, Iran. This irony is not lost on those who understand the dynamics of this conflict. Haniyeh's death, while significant, is not the tragedy. The true tragedy lies in the countless Palestinian lives lost and shattered due to the actions of Hamas and their Iranian backers. These deaths, fueled by a toxic ideology of hate and destruction, are the real crimes against humanity. Haniyeh's demise should serve as a wake-up call. It exposes the cynical calculus of those who claim to fight for Palestine while seeking refuge in the very nations that perpetuate the conflict. It is a stark reminder that the lives of Palestinians are mere pawns in a larger geopolitical game. Section 4. A mutually beneficial alliance built on blood. The alliance between Hamas and Iran is not one born of shared values or a genuine desire for peace. It is a marriage of convenience, a pact forged in a shared hatred of Israel and a desire for regional dominance. Iran, eager to export its revolution and destabilize the region, has found in Hamas a willing proxy. Iran provides Hamas with funding, weapons and training, fueling the cycle of violence. In return, Hamas serves as a thorn in Israel's side, a constant source of tension and instability. This alliance is a Faustian bargain, with the Palestinian people paying the ultimate price. The international community must recognize this alliance for what it is, a threat to regional peace and security. Efforts to isolate Hamas and pressure Iran to cease its support are crucial. We cannot allow these actors to continue exploiting the suffering of Palestinians for their own cynical gain. Section 5. Israel, the convenient scapegoat. Hamas and Iran, masters of propaganda, have become adept at manipulating the narrative surrounding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. They portray themselves as victims, fighting a righteous struggle against Israeli oppression. However, this narrative crumbles under scrutiny. Israel, while not blameless in this conflict, is not the root cause of the suffering in Gaza. Hamas bears a significant responsibility for the plight of its own people. Their corruption, mismanagement and warmongering have exacerbated the humanitarian crisis and hindered any prospects for peace. It is convenient for Hamas to blame Israel for all their woes. It deflects attention from their own failings and galvanizes support among Palestinians who are understandably frustrated with the status quo. However, this blame game only perpetuates the cycle of violence and suffering. Section 6. A plea for peace and justice. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a complex issue with no easy solutions. However, one thing is clear. The path forward must be paved with justice, accountability, and a genuine desire for peace from all parties involved. The people of Gaza deserve better than to be pawns in a geopolitical game. They deserve a future filled with hope, opportunity, and dignity. We must hold Hamas accountable for their actions, demanding an end to their violence and a commitment to the well-being of the Palestinian people. We must also urge Iran to cease its support for Hamas, recognizing that their actions only serve to fuel the flames of conflict. The journey towards peace will be long and arduous, but let us never lose sight of the human cost of this conflict. Let us work tirelessly to build a future where Palestinians and Israelis can live side by side in peace, security, and mutual respect.